cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Human. I'm gonna let you guys know 10 things I've learned so far as a college sophomore. Yeah. Let me stop playing. But my name's Tamia, and as we're doing this, it's gonna be like a little watch day. I'm gonna chop it up though, because I don't want this video to be longer than 15 minutes. Saving me some editing, but if it exceeds it, I pray it's no longer than 20, because OMG. But yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. First, I'm gonna come back and talk after I start the detangling process, because my hair's thick and we're finna get right into the thick of it. So, as you guys might know, I have low porosity hair, so it repels the water. But I like to start in sections as I detangle. But anyways, to the main point of this video. The first and foremost, you get to college, you're gonna have all your classes and stuff. Make sure you read those syllabus. Read the syllabus, because if you don't, you could be in a heck of a trouble. You could be in a run for your money in the middle of the semester by failing to read the syllabus in the beginning of the semester. This is flaxseed gel I made, but I'm gonna have to clean it up. But yeah, you could avoid so much by just paying attention and reading the syllabus, because your professor should have everything set up how the course is predicted to go, because you know stuff happens, but how the course is predicted to go for that semester. So I suggest reading it, because I know a lot of us will be like, oh, I don't want to read all that. No, it's important, because it has all the deadlines in it, all the do's and don'ts for that class in it, the university policies, everything. So like everything you need to know. So you can't say you didn't know because it's in the syllabus. Look at the curls, guys. I get a trim next month and I'm so ready, because I'm gonna tell her to cut a good bit of it off. I advise that you communicate well with your advisor, whoever that is. Make sure you're on point. You go get your advisement when you're supposed to, and communicate your concerns when it comes to your major, your degree. Because yes, y'all, I feel like it is normal to change your major. I mean, we go in thinking that, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then it changes, and that's normal, because I mean, most of us are starting college at 18. That's the normal. It's okay if you're 30 starting college, it's okay. But I'm just saying, most of us start college fresh out of high school, so you know what you want to do may change, and that's fine. Just don't keep changing it. You gotta solidify something, because if you get to your senior year and you just I don't know what I'm doing, that's still fine. I'm not judging, because it happens. While I'm talking, I could be a victim, but I pray that doesn't happen. But it's okay. Just have a plan. I feel like it's good to get a good, solid plan. You're not gonna have all the details made out, but you need to have the main logistics mapped out, okay? Because you get up there and you're just wasting money if you keep changing it, especially if you go from one field to a completely different field. You're prolonging your graduation. You know, I'm all for getting in and getting done. I don't want to be in college no longer than I have to be, okay? It's cool and all, it has its perks or whatever, but I don't want to be there longer than I have to be. So I'm really just trying to get the stuff done correctly the first time around, so I don't have to come back. And if your advisor is not the best advisor, change the advisor immediately. Find whoever you need to talk to, or if you're just upfront and bold like that, tell the advisor that you don't think it's working for your guys. Because currently I have this advisor, and she's a good person, but that a good person is not gonna give me graduate, you feel? I just don't feel the connection with her at the moment. And so I've just started seeing a whole different advisor on my own, by my free will that I have. And I like her. I'm gonna go see her next month to register for my classes for fall of next year, junior year, and probably some summer classes, because I want to make sure I stay on track for graduation. So yeah, just pay attention to all that stuff. Pay attention to deadlines. That's like my third point, because you need to know when something is due. And it could be schoolwork, it could be registration, it could be housing. You better pay attention to them deadlines and do those forms accordingly, or you're gonna be in a position that you do not want to be in. It's very important that you pay attention to that stuff, because nobody is holding your hand through this. We're adults now, so it's up to you to keep track of this on your own. The hair growth this year is gonna go crazy. This junk gonna be to my kneecaps. Keep playing with the kid. All right, guys, my fifth point is gonna be a not so popular opinion, because it's a not so popular opinion. What you wear and how you dress matters. I am so sorry. I hate to break it to you, because I know there's plenty of people who get up and they're like, I'm going to class in my pajamas today. I don't feel like it. But what you wear, it makes a statement, and it's an impression, especially for somebody who doesn't know you and hasn't seen you before. It's an impression. And so if you're like bumming 95% of the semester, it's just like, okay, this person doesn't really care. And I know you may not really care, but some days you're just gonna have to care and put something on. It doesn't have to be crazy, but try to look presentable. It's a very unpopular opinion. I get it. Cause some days, I have my days where I'm like, yeah, sweats today, sweats in a hoodie today. Cause it just be them days. Especially during Shark Week, but that's besides the point. You know, try your best to look presentable, because it goes a long way. It does, because professors and like just people in general will notice, and they'll be like, okay, like it low-key makes you more approachable. I'm not saying you're not approachable because you're in sweats and a flipping hoodie, or you're in your pink Starburst pajamas or whatever. It says a lot. Okay, guys, it says a lot. And I'm not trying to be one of those people, but I think it matters. But if you're just a wooer with your words, you'll be fine. I just say, don't be bummy 95% of the time. Have a good ratio. Don't let it be majority of the time you're bummy. Like, balance it. Balance it. Put some type of effort into your appearance when you're presenting yourself, because it's important, guys. Some people don't know you when they literally go off just that. And I know you shouldn't live your life caring what other people think. Of course, I'm not trying to promote to start caring how people view you, but when it comes to like job opportunities and business opportunities, you could be missing out on some opportunities because you're bummy 95% of the time, and people are watching you. Take note of this, and now they don't want to give you a recommendation. What you wear is important. It's an impression. It's a statement. So be mindful and try to look presentable more than you don't. My sixth point or fifth point: relationships and friendships. Okay, guys, I know everybody's ready to live that college life, the rush, but y'all, is it really worth sacrificing your morals, your mental health? This is like a fifth and a sixth point together, but just be mindful, because my personal experiences have built my discernment, like the way I go about friendships and relationships in general, up so much. I'm not the same young woman I was my freshman year versus now. Completely two different Tamias. The character development has gone stupid because of choices that could have been avoided. Honestly, choose wisely, because who you are friends with and who you're in a relationship with affects you. It does. It affects your mental health. It affects your well-being. So if you're in a crappy one-sided relationship, I advise you to flee from that immediately. Friendship, relationship, anything, flee from it. Because in my experience, I had this friend group in the beginning of my freshman year. That fall semester, we was lit. It was fun. It was laughs and giggles, kikis and ha-has. But then it got to the point where it was draining. It was exhausting. It was one-sided. It was very much, I don't want to be here anymore. And so that's when I just had to leave. I had to leave, because it's just like, I'm not growing from this. This is actually giving me a headache. All y'all do is argue with each other. What's going on? Can we not have a civil conversation? Guys, if y'all knew the whole story with that, because it's a whole story, but I don't even want to get into that fully, because I mean, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So I say be mindful. Don't gossip either. Do not be a gossip, especially if you're on a small campus. But don't be a gossiper anyway, because it's just not a good look. And that's like a moral thing. That's a moral thing. because don't sacrifice your morals, your standards, anything to get a relationship or fit in with a friend group. Stand out. Stand out. My freshman year, I did a lot of stuff alone, guys, because I hadn't found my crowd yet. Like, it's hard, especially when like you're more emotionally and mentally mature than the majority. You just feel different, so you automatically feel out of place. It's harder to find your niche. So freshman year, I was kind of just hanging out with people and testing the waters, stepping into stuff. I was just trying to see, a lot of people I learned, like, okay, I can't hang out with you. You're not good for my mental health, and that's fine. And relationships are always good for like reflection and growth, but never, ever, ever sacrifice your morals and your standards and just your integrity and your character at your core for any type of relationship. I really don't care. Because yes, they're gonna give you the opportunity to reflect on maybe where you need to improve, but don't just drop the ball completely because you're bored and you're kind of lonely and nobody gets you and you just want somebody to talk to, maybe somebody to cuddle up with. It's not worth it. Cuddle up with a book. Cuddle up with your favorite hobby. Cuddle up with something more productive than a person. Like, I'm not saying don't value connections and friendships, because of course they are important, but you're valuable and you're important just as much, even much more. Okay, don't shoot me up. But yeah, you're important. So just don't be seeking these things because you feel like it's the college lifestyle. It's what's supposed to happen. It's the norm. Because it's okay to be out of the norm. It's okay to be unique. It is okay to be yourself. It is okay to be authentic. Like, that's how you really find your crowd, when you just be yourself. When you're being somebody that you are not, when you're wearing a mask, you're going to be surrounded by other people that are also probably wearing a mask, and y'all are just gonna be judging each other, and it's just not gonna be equally yoked friendship, and it's just gonna be a hot mess. Friendship, relationship, whatever. So I advise, just be yourself, and if somebody doesn't accept you for who you are, friendship, relationship, whatever, drop them, because it's okay. And you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and everybody's not going to be your cup of tea. It just takes that discernment and that knowing how to actually evaluate stuff and determine if it's good for you or not. Because baby, trust. Because I know, and I knew, and the red flags was there, but what did I do? I ignored them. And now we got serious character development. So I'm just telling you this to avoid that. If you know you and this person are not equally yoked, do not even attempt it. You're not going to be able to fix them. You're not going to be able to change them. No, just let bygones be bygones. I would say be cordial, but that may even be pushing it. So just pass by each other. Because if you see them red flags and they're predominantly red in your face, you choose to ignore them. Do not say I didn't warn you. Because I went through months of character development for some of the choices I made in my freshman year. And I think it's avoidable. It's very much avoidable because the red flags were there. So yeah, don't ignore them. Don't ignore them. Another thing that's very important, this is like my 6 or 7 point, I really don't know. I done got the count messed up. But time management. Guys, you gotta be able to manage your time wisely, because especially if you're like me, you're involved on campus, you have a job, and you're a full-time student, you gotta manage that time correctly, or you're gonna mess up some areas. And I also say don't take on too much that you can't bear, especially if you're not managing the time right. Because with me, like, I still set up my day in a way where, like, I try to get most of my stuff done. And here recently, some things could be better because I have been slacking many mornings because I'll stay in bed longer than I'm supposed to. And then, whole day is thrown off for me staying in the bed for extra 15 minutes. The whole day is thrown off. So you got to really be intentional with how you place your time and what you place your time in and how it's spent, because it matters. And I know time is like a social construct, but you kind of have to abide to it given the environment we are in. Like, you kind of have to pay attention to that. So, and it is a statement, be on time to class. And I'm saying this as a person who's typically like walking in right on time, so I'm technically late. But once again, that's just another thing that's a statement, and it just says a lot about you as a person. So just be on time and manage your time correctly. Like, be on point with that, because that's very important. And this is the perfect time to master it, because that's something you can carry with you throughout your entire life. Because I know they say we have POC time. If you don't know what that is, I'm not gonna break it down to you. And that is a thing, I agree, but we gotta break that cycle, because I'm tired of POC time. I go to POC events and we're on POC time and I'm on time, and now I gotta be here an extra 2 hours because y'all are on POC time. No, 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 no. Y'all are wasting my time. So yeah, it's good to just master that time management now, because it's the perfect way to find out what works and what doesn't, and practice a solid routine, stick by it, show up for it, and do what you gotta do. Do what you got to do. Stick to that routine like it's no tomorrow. Another point I would like to make: get involved in campus life. My freshman year, once again, I did a lot of things by myself, but I tried a lot of new things by myself because I didn't know nobody. And my roommate at the time, she wasn't very social, so I would try to invite her to stuff, but you know, she just wanted to do her thing, and that's cool, that's respectable, do your thing. So I would just push myself and I would go by myself, because I was so comfortable with myself my freshman year in a way, in certain extent, because that's a whole nother video. But yeah, so get out there, get involved, and go see what your campus has to offer. Like, if you go to interest meetings for clubs, orgs, you know, do that community service, because in the long run it's really helping, and you meet more people. It's a net, bro, who is calling me? Guys, I'm back. I just finished putting the flaxseed in there, so I'm gonna let this sit for a minute, but I'm just gonna wrap this up really quickly, as quick as I can, because I'm a yapper. But yeah, get out there, get connected, because I've met some amazing people by just going out and trying new things and going to different interest meetings and stuff. Like, I've met some token people. So yeah, get out there and branch out, get out your comfort zone, stop being in your room all the time and complaining that college is boring. I mean, I would think it was boring, you in your room. But yes, my 8th point: stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Stay on task. Remember why you came to college. Yes, it has all these perks and friendship and love and kumbaya and partying and whatever else is going on. But remember why you are there. Remember the why you came to begin with. You don't want to get too caught up in that stuff and you're just blowing thousands and thousands of dollars, because this stuff is not cheap. It's not cheap. And that leads me to my 9th point. Use those campus resources. There's like so much stuff that is like provided and that you're technically paying for. So I advise you hop on that. Why are you not using those resources that your campus is providing and you're paying for with your tuition? It doesn't make sense. You're literally paying your money for that stuff. Parents, whoever's paying for it is paying for it. So use it. I personally have started counseling and I love it. I love counseling. I use the gym that we have, because our school has this nice little U-Rec. I'll be in there working out for sure. I'm gonna get my penny's worth. I just now found out I was paying for a riding service that our school provides, because it's covered in the tuition. I don't even use it, I drive. So use those resources. There's no reason why you shouldn't be. And if you don't know all the resources, get in contact with somebody that does and use them. Put them to work. My 10th point: be a person of your word. Like, your word holds weight. So be impeccable with your word. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again because it matters. So don't just say you're gonna do something and then proceed to not do it. Be impeccable with your word. Stand on business. Be a woman, man of your word, and take care of stuff and get it done. Don't just be out here yapping just to yap. It's not a good look. At this point, you're a pathological liar. But the last point I want to make, guys, is always take those mental breaks. Like, they're necessary. Take breaks as needed when it comes to studying, when it comes to just yourself. Take those breaks. Treat yourself. Relax. Just sit in and exist. Because I feel so much more peace being at home personally. And I realized last night it's because I feel immersed pressure while I'm at school. Like, this is my safe space. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to cultivate my room back at school to be a safe space also. Not saying that it's not safe, because I mean, it's safe, but I just feel so much pressure being on the campus in general, to the point where it's like when I come here, it just like baggage off my shoulders. And that may be normal because that's probably why most of you go home, but I don't go home like that anymore. So I'm trying to figure out how I can balance it out up there. So just take time for yourself, do what makes you happy, cut out some day out of the week where you're like, this is my day and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z today. No schoolwork, because this is why the time management is important, because you get to that point where you don't even got to do no schoolwork because you already did it, because you time your stuff accordingly, and you can really just indulge in yourself, spend time with yourself. You're your most important friend. I'm sorry, guys, you are. And treat yourself nicely, be kind to yourself, speak highly of yourself, pray over yourself. You know, it's important. But I'm finna go about my day. I gotta finish my wash day. So I'm gonna catch you folks later. I'm gonna be editing this tomorrow after I get my hair done. But be easy, be safe, be breezy. It's only up from here. There's no down from here. It's only up. Take this advice, and what my auntie like to say, apply it. Apply it. Love you guys. I'll see you on the upside. Actually, comment on my videos. I reply to the comments, and I need y'all to start commenting. I appreciate the likes, but comment also, because I want to yap with y'all in the conversation some more.